Beneath our feet lies a world forgotten, not by accident, but by design. Across the globe, ancient chambers, sealed tunnels, and vast labyrinths hide in plain sight, carved deep beneath sacred temples, buried under pyramids, guarded by myths and guarded by time. What were these underground realms? Shelters from catastrophe? Archives of forbidden knowledge? Or the last remnants of a civilization that ruled before the waters rose, before the great deluge swept away the antediluvian world? In Turkey, the subterranean city of Derinkuyu plunges 18 stories underground, capable of sheltering over 20,000 people, complete with ventilation shafts, wells, livestock pens, and escape tunnels. Who built it? Why so deep? And what drove them below? Perhaps they knew what was coming. Perhaps they remembered the last time the waters rose. Not far away, at Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest known temple, megaliths rise above while mysteries lie below. Recent scans suggest deeper layers, still, as if what we see above was merely the surface of a greater machine. A machine built by those who came before the flood, before history began. In Indonesia, Gunung Padang appears as a hill covered in volcanic rock, but beneath the surface lies a vast step pyramid, older than any known structure in the region. Geological scans reveal massive chambers, corridors, and symmetrical foundations, all buried for thousands of years. Some say it predates even Göbekli Tepe by millennia. Could this be a remnant of the antediluvian world? A monument built by the Watchers who saw that the daughters of men were beautiful and whose offspring were the Nephilim, the mighty men which were of old, men of renown. While there are no direct Quranic references to Gunung Padang, it raises deep resonance with verses about ancient peoples. Have they not traveled through the land and observed how was the end of those before them? They were greater than them in strength. Surah Ghafir 40:21. And Aid and Thamud, and it has become clear to you from their ruins. Surah Al-Ankabut 29:38. Could Gunung Padang be a trace of the antediluvian giants, the Nephilim civilization that possessed knowledge and technology beyond our comprehension? Knowledge so dangerous that it required a global flood to wipe it from the earth? In Egypt, beneath the Great Pyramid of Giza, secret shafts and sealed rooms continue to defy explanation. The so-called void above the Grand Gallery, discovered only recently, remains unopened. What lies behind it, and why was it hidden? The precision of these structures suggests builders with capabilities that dwarf our own. Stones cut with laser-like accuracy, megalithic blocks weighing hundreds of tons, moved with impossible ease. Were these built by human hands, or by those who walked the earth when there were giants in the land? In Surah Al-Qasas 28:38, Pharaoh says, O Haman, build me a tower that I might reach the ways into the heavens. Ancient kings sought knowledge not just above, but below. Perhaps what they feared was not in the skies, but the memory of what once ruled beneath the stone, the descendants of those who built before the flood. In the Valley of the Gods lies Teotihuacan, a city not built by the Aztecs, but discovered by them. They named it, the place where men become gods. But what if it was never built by men at all? The Pyramid of the Sun, vast and symmetrical, aligns perfectly with the setting sun on the summer solstice. The Pyramid of the Moon mirrors its geometry, as though reflecting a cosmic truth from the heavens above to the stone below. Inside the tunnels beneath them, archaeologists discovered pools of liquid mercury, sacred carvings, and signs of rituals lost to time. Mercury, the liquid metal that conducts both electricity and otherworldly energy. Were these pyramids machines of spiritual ascension, stargates, or power stations built by an antediluvian civilization that harnessed forces we've forgotten how to use? The precision, the scale, the impossible engineering, all pointing to builders who possessed the knowledge of the world before the flood. The world where technology and the supernatural were one. In the Quran, Allah warns in Surah Al-Araf 7:185, Do they not look into the realm of the heavens and the earth and all things that Allah has created? These structures compel us to look beyond stone, to intelligence, to intention, to a purpose that transcends human capability. In the Andes, the gate of the gods, a carved stone doorway said to lead to another world. Local legends speak of priests disappearing through it, holding golden discs. Was it metaphor? Or memory of antediluvian technology that could breach the barriers between dimensions? Across the globe, megalithic structures share impossible precision. Sacsayhuaman in Peru, Baalbek in Lebanon, Easter Island, all built with stones so massive, so perfectly fitted, that modern machinery struggles to replicate their construction. But if they were built before the flood by beings of immense stature and knowledge, then the mystery begins to make sense. In the Quran, there are hidden realms of the earth and sky. In Surah Al-Talaq 65:12, it is Allah who created 7 heavens and of the earth, the like of them, 7 layers of earth, 7 veils beneath the surface. What lies in the lower strata of our world? The ruins of the antediluvian civilization, the sealed chambers where the giants stored their forbidden knowledge before the waters came. Some say the Jinn dwell there, builders of ancient wonders, guardians of secrets. Others speak of knowledge sealed away, to be uncovered only at the end of days. But what if both are true? What if the Jinn were the survivors of the pre-flood world, tasked with guarding the ruins of their former empire? Beneath the eternal ice of Antarctica, satellite scans and whistleblower testimonies suggest the presence of an enormous, perfectly symmetrical black pyramid. No civilization is known to have existed there. No building tools could have survived such conditions. But what if Antarctica wasn't always frozen? What if, before the great cataclysm that ended the antediluvian age, it was a temperate land? A land where the greatest of the pre-flood civilizations built their final monument? Why would a pyramid exist at the bottom of the world? And what sleeps beneath it? Some claim it predates humanity, a remnant of the world that was when giants walked the earth and knowledge flowed like water. And he knows what is hidden within the land and sea. Not a leaf falls, but that he knows it. Surah Al-An'am 6:59. Imagine machines built into the ground by antediluvian masters, chambers that pulse with forgotten energy, vaults holding knowledge too dangerous for post-flood humanity to use again. Technology that merged the physical and spiritual realms. Is this why the flood came? Not just to cleanse the earth of corruption, but to bury the knowledge that allowed mortals to become as gods. The Quran speaks of a people warned who ignored the signs in Surah Al-Hijr 1574, and we turned them upside down and rained upon them stones of baked clay. But before that came the great deluge, the flood that buried entire civilizations, not just for sin, but for wielding powers that threatened the very order of creation. We stand today on the surface of a mystery. The earth groans beneath us, whispering the secrets of the world that was. Every cave, every tunnel, every sealed door may hold fragments of antediluvian knowledge and warnings about what happens when mortals reach too far. The underground cities, the impossible megaliths, the sealed chambers, they're not just ancient, they're antediluvian. Remnants of the civilization that came before the waters rose, before history began, before the knowledge was buried beneath miles of sediment and centuries of forgetting. Are we meant to uncover them? Or are they the locks holding back the knowledge that once brought judgment upon the earth? In the next chapter, we journey into the mythic past, to the legends of Saturn, the primordial sun, and ask, was the Golden Age a memory of the antediluvian world, or a prophecy of its return?
Welcome to Veil of Ages, where we uncover the mysteries of the past. Follow for more mysteries from the dawn of time.